The next morning, in the most luxurious private room at Mirage. Mr. Rhys, thank you for protecting me. Here is the Canscora you wanted. Please take a look. Natasha put an exquisite wooden box on the table before pushing it forward. Huh? Dustin opened the box and saw a blood-red Canscora in it. The herb was crooked, like a dragon's tooth. It had an interesting appearance. He gently sniffed it, and its unique stench filled his nose. It is really a Canscora. Thank you, Ms. Harmon. Dustin's face lit up. He had been searching for various rare herbs all of these years. Finally, he found another one. There were still 5 herbs left. If he could collect the remaining 5 herbs, there would be hope. You're welcome. You deserve it. Come to think of it, I should be the one thanking you. Natasha smiled. Ms. Harmon, I have a favor to ask. Can you contact me immediately next time if you find such rare herbs? I am willing to pay heavily for them. Dustin looked serious. Of course I can. Do that. But I'm curious about the reason you're collecting these herbs, Natasha asked hesitantly. To save someone? Dustin hesitated before saying, I have a friend who is seriously injured. I need these rare herbs to save him. Oh, what disease did he get? Even you can't cure him? Natasha appeared surprised. She had witnessed Dustin's medical skills before. It was not an overstatement to say that he could even bring the dead back to life. Medical skills alone are not enough. I need various herbs to heal him. Dustin shook his head. One could not make bricks without straw. No matter how good his medical skills were, he could not cure many diseases without the proper herbs. I see. Natasha nodded as realization dawned upon her. All right, I'll keep an eye out for you. I'll contact you immediately if there's any news. Thank you in advance, Ms. Harmon. Dustin gave a slight nod. No problem. Let's keep in touch. Natasha gave a wink. Sure, we'll keep in touch. Dustin did not stay for long. After making some small talk, he excused himself and left. 20 minutes later, in front of Peaceful Medical Center, holding 2 bottles of alcohol, Dustin strolled into the medical center. Hey, drunkard! Look what I've brought you! He exclaimed while scanning the area. He followed the sound of a man snoring. Did not stay for long. After making some small talk, he excused himself and left. 20 minutes later, in front of Peaceful Medical Center, holding 2 bottles of alcohol, Dustin strolled into the medical center. Hey, drunkard, look what I've brought you, he exclaimed while scanning the area. He followed the sound of a man snoring. And soon he saw a drunk man with a flushed face under a table in the medical center. The man was one-eyed and had a broken leg. He looked like a shaggy beggar. Hey, wake up! Dustin pushed him. The man ignored him, turned around, and continued sleeping. His snore became louder. You seem to be sleeping rather soundly. Smirking, Dustin opened a bottle of alcohol. The fragrance of the alcohol spread across the room. The next second, the sleeping man was jolted out of his sleep. He bumped his head on the table with a bang and broke the table in half. Ignoring the glass shards on the floor, he instantly snatched the bottle in Dustin's hand and poured it into his mouth. This is some good stuff. The one-eyed man exhaled a sigh of relief, feeling refreshed. This alcohol cost me a lot of money. You'd better save some for later, Dustin reminded him. Come on. The man rolled his eyes. You're a wealthy guy. 2 bottles of alcohol are nothing to you. Even so, you can't waste them. Cut the nonsense. Why are you here? The one-eyed man glared at him. I've found another rare herb. Dustin handed him the box with the Canscora. Huh? The man opened the box and immediately frowned. Bastard, I told you not to search for herbs for me anymore. I'm going to die anyway. Dying now and dying later doesn't make a difference. That's your problem, but I'm going to continue searching for herbs. It has nothing to do with you. Dustin shrugged. Hey, why are you so stubborn? The one-eyed man began to panic. Do you know that the Rhys family controls all the main herbs needed for the production of life-sustaining medications? They will eventually find out if you keep searching for herbs. So what? I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago, Dustin answered. Kid, I know you've progressed and are better than them, but the Rhys family is unbeatable. Nobody can fight against them. I don't want you to get involved again, the man said somberly. Life is guided by destiny. I've been hiding for 10 years, and I don't want to hide anymore. I want to live the rest of my life confidently. Dustin was determined. You will face many hardships if you choose this path. Your mother wanted you to live peacefully, like a normal person. My mother has passed away, and she will never come back. You are the only relative I have left in this world. How can I watch you die just like that? Dustin shouted. My life is worthless. It doesn't matter. Then I'll die with you. Gosh, why are you so stubborn? Even if you don't think of yourself, you should consider your pretty wife. Do you want her to become a widow? The one-eyed man used his trump card. He had already noticed Dustin's ambition 3 years ago, so he had even chosen a pretty lady to marry Dustin so that Dustin would settle down. He would use this method every time they got into an argument, and it always worked. It's no use. We're divorced. Dustin shook his head. What? Divorced? The one-eye man was stunned. No way. He couldn't use Dustin's wife as an excuse anymore. Without any ties, Dustin would go all in soon. I've already made up my mind. No matter if you agree or not, I will do it. You know my character, Dustin said firmly. Whatever. If that's what you want, go ahead. The one-eyed man waved his hand. The worst that could happen would be me losing another leg and becoming completely blind. You won't become blind. I'll make sure you stay alive. Dustin gently clenched his fist as determination filled his eyes. 10 years ago, the one-eyed man had protected him. Now, it was Dustin's time to protect him.